Today on our 2013 Nissan Rogue, we're going to be taking a look at and showing you how to install the eTrailer Class 3 Custom Fit Trailer Hitch Receiver. That's going to be part number E98846. So here's what our hitch is going to look like once we have it installed on our Rogue. The cross tube is going to be completely hidden behind the bumper, and all we're going to see is the receiver tube sticking out. It's a Class 3 hitch, so we're going to get that 2" by 2" receiver tube opening, and we're going to have a lot of different options for accessories that we want to mount up, from a ball mount, bike rack, or even a cargo carrier. Now the way we're going to mount any accessory is through the hitch pin hole here on the side, and our hitch is going to accept a standard 5/8 pin and clip. These are not included in the kit, but you can pick them up here at eTrailer.com, along with some locking devices to make sure your accessories are secure. The safety chain connection point is going to be a loop style welded to the bottom of the receiver tube, and you'll see that we'll have plenty of room to get most size hooks on or off. And since the hitch pin hole is slightly offset, we're not going to have to worry about too much interference. As far as weight capacity goes, our hitch is going to have a 525-pound tongue weight, which is the maximum downward force of the receiver tube. It's also going to have a 3,500-pound gross trailer weight rating, which is the amount it can pull, including the trailer and everything we have loaded on it. Now with those numbers in mind, you should always double check your Rogue's owner's manual and never exceed the manufacturer's recommended weight. I'd like to give you a few measurements, and that's going to help you whenever you're looking at accessories for your new hitch, like a ball mount, bike rack, or even a cargo carrier. From the center of the hitch pin hole to the outermost edge of the bumper is right about 4.5 inches. That measurement is going to come in handy when you're looking at folding accessories to make sure you have enough clearance and that they're not going to come in contact with the rear bumper. From the ground to the inside top edge of the receiver tube opening is right about 13.75 inches. That measurement is going to help you whenever you're looking for a ball mount to match up to your trailer so you can find the appropriate rise or drop. But also at that height, I would recommend a bike rack or a cargo carrier with a raised shank. That way we get a little bit more ground clearance. So now that we've seen what the hitch looks like and gone over some of the features, let's show you how to get it installed. To begin our installation, we're going to come to the back side of our Rogue, and we're going to come right underneath the rear bumper on the passenger side. We'll have a tie-down hook. It's going to be attached at 2 points on the inside of the frame. Then if we come to the bottom and look up, we're going to have 2 more attachment points holding it in place. So we'll grab an 18mm socket, and we're going to pull out all 4 of those bolts. And we'll pull our tie-down hook off, and it's not going to be getting reinstalled. Now on the bottom of the frame where we pulled those 2 bolts out from our tie-down hook, that's going to be our 2 mounting locations on the passenger side. What I'm going to do is I'm going to come back with a little bit of spray lubricant, spray it inside the threaded hole, and then come back with a nylon brush and make sure there's no dirt, debris, or rust inside so our bolts won't cross thread when we put our hitch up. Now on the driver's side, we're going to have those same 2 threaded holes on the bottom of the frame. However, if we move further up, we'll have a 3rd one closer to the front. We're going to want to clean those holes out as well. So we'll spray a little bit more lubricant inside and clean them out with our brush. Not a bad idea to take one of your M12 bolts from your kit and make sure you can easily thread it in by hand. That way we know we have the weld nuts clean. I'm going to double check all the mounting locations on both sides of the frame. But when we do go to lift our hitch up, we're going to take one of our M12 bolts and a conical tooth washer. It's going to have teeth on it. You want to make sure they're facing towards the hitch. It'll go through the hitch and into the weld nut in the frame. Now with the next set of hands, we're going to lift our hitch into position. You want to start on the driver's side, that way you can get above the exhaust. Then we'll take one of our bolts on each side, go through the hitch, and get it at least hand tight. That way we can have the hitch support itself, and we can work on getting the rest of the hardware in place. I'm going to come back with a 19mm socket and snug up all my hardware. I'm going to come back with a torque wrench. I'm going to torque all my hardware to the specified amount in the instructions. You want to make sure you repeat that for all your remaining hardware. That'll finish up your look at the eTrailer Class 3 Custom Fit Trailer Hitch Receiver, part number E98846 on our 2013 Nissan Rogue.